Once upon a time on a peaceful green farm lived a very special rooster named Panchito. Panchito was handsome, with bright red feathers and a proud comb on his head. But Panchito had a little secret, a big problem. Actually, he was incredibly lazy. Every single morning, as the first hint of sunlight painted the sky, all the other roosters on the nearby farms would puff out their chests and sing their morning song. Cock-a-doodle-doo. They'd crow, letting everyone know a new day had begun. But what about Panchito? Well, when he heard them, he'd just snuggle deeper into his cozy hay, pull a wing over his eyes and mumble, "Ooh, just 5 more minutes," and drift right back to sleep. The sheep would bleat as they woke up, the cows would moo for their morning milking, and the pigs would oink, ready for breakfast. The entire farm was buzzing with activity, all except for Panchito's little corner. One day, Panchito's love for sleep went a little too far. He didn't just sleep for 5 more minutes or even 10. He slept for hours and hours. The sun climbed higher and higher in the sky, shining brightly down on the farm. By the time Panchito finally opened one sleepy eye, it was almost lunchtime. The whole farm was in a state of gentle confusion. The hens were wandering around, clucking nervously. Without Panchito's crow, they didn't know when to start laying their eggs. The farmer, who relied on Panchito's call to wake him up, overslept too. He rushed out of his house, late to milk the cows, and late to tend to his fields. The cows were mooing impatiently, and the sheep were all mixed up, not knowing it was time to go out to the pasture. It was a complete mess, all because one little rooster decided to hit the snooze button. Panchito slowly got up and looked around. He saw the farmer rushing, looking stressed. He saw the hens looking lost. He heard the unhappy moos and bleats. A heavy feeling settled in his chest. It felt bad. He had never realized it before, but his morning song wasn't just a noise. It was the farm's alarm clock. It was the signal that started everyone's day. Wow, he thought to himself, a little sadly. I guess my job is really important. If I don't crow, everything gets mixed up. It's all my fault. He felt a pang of guilt, but also a new sense of purpose. He wasn't just any rooster. He was the farm's official timekeeper. That evening, as the sun began to set and the stars started to twinkle, Panchito made a big decision. Instead of staying up late, pecking at leftover corn and chatting with the barn owls, he went to his roost extra early. He tucked his head under his wing and closed his eyes, thinking about the morning to come. He was determined to do his job right. The next morning, even before the sun had fully risen, Panchito's eyes snapped open. He felt a little tired, but he shook his feathers, stood up tall, and walked to the very top of the fence post. He took the deepest breath he had ever taken, filled his lungs with the cool morning air, and then, with all the energy he could muster, he let out the loudest, proudest, most magnificent crow the farm had ever heard. Cock-doodle-doo. The sound echoed across the fields and into the barn. Instantly, the farm came to life, but this time it was a happy, organized buzz. The hens started clucking cheerfully and went straight to their nesting boxes. The cows mooed contentedly, knowing the farmer would be there soon. And sure enough, the farmer's door opened, and he stepped out with a huge smile on his face. He looked over at Panchito, tipped his hat, and said, "Thank you, Panchito." That's the way to start the day. Panchito's heart swelled with pride. It felt so much better than sleeping in. From that day forward, Panchito was the first one awake on the farm. He learned that being responsible, even when it's a little bit hard, is one of the best feelings in the world because it means you're helping everyone around you. And that's the story of how a lazy rooster became a farm hero. Thank you so much for watching this story. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more fun tailies. See you next time.